Hey guys, like, comment, subscribe. Just doing a quick video on the playoff games to happen, specifically the NFL AFC Championship game with the Kansas City Chiefs and Buffalo Bills. I'm going to be doing a quick preview of it, not going into super depth details in terms of the stats, anything like that. I'm just taking a very strict approach to this. I'm saying the Buffalo Bills are going to make the Super Bowl this year. They're going to defeat the Kansas City Chiefs, and they're doing it on the basis of history. In sports, history tends to repeat itself very, very often, as much as it is hard to replicate the exact same things. If we look at the Bills' last playoff run in 1994, I mean, ironically, not only did they play the Kansas City Chiefs in the AFC title game and they won that game, yes, that's something that is a very easy connection to just make and pick the Bills, but it goes even a step further because when we look at the Kansas City Chiefs of that time, they actually had a very known quarterback of Joe Montana. Obviously, Patrick Mahomes is not done his NFL career at this point, but to say Patrick Mahomes and Joe Montana are probably going to be on very similar levels when all is said and done, I think is very agreeable. So in short, they both had two of the greatest quarterbacks to ever live at the helm. Kansas City did, and they still lost the game. But to even take that further, in the AFC title game, Joe Montana actually suffered a concussion in that game and did not return and had the Chiefs backup quarterback come in and finish the game for Kansas City. Similarly, obviously, Patrick Mahomes, we're hoping if he does play, he doesn't suffer another concussion in the AFC Championship game. But the fact that he also suffered a concussion in the second half of a game just a week before playing Buffalo, I mean, again, history is never going to repeat itself verbatim, where every single thing falls into the exact same place as prior years. But the fact that so many little connections could be made to this, I think it's honestly a given that the Buffalo Bills will make the Super Bowl. You could even go a step further and say a guy like Josh Allen, his career is probably going to be reminiscent to a guy like Jim Kelly, where we might not look at Josh Allen maybe as a top 10 quarterback all time when it's all said and done. Maybe some people will, but he's still probably going to make the Hall of Fame based off what we've seen so far, and especially if he could bring the Bills to a Super Bowl this year and maybe even win it. So again, I just think there's so many comparables to draw between the Buffalo Bills' last AFC title game and this one. And just based off that alone, of course, the play itself, the Bills have looked very good. The Chiefs hardly beat the Browns. People say it could strictly be from the referees. And again, obviously, we know for a good chunk of that game, at least towards the end, they did have Chad Henne, where it's hard to win a playoff game with your backup quarterback. They still found a way to, which is fantastic for them. And if anyone's going to pull off a win with or without Mahomes, at this point, it seems like the Kansas City Chiefs. But if I had to pick, if I had to put money, again, just based off that prior game, I'm going with the Buffalo Bills. I really think the Bills are going to pull this one out. They've looked good in the playoff games so far, both offensively and defensively. They've beat a couple really good teams already. So I think they're ready for it. I think they're going to do it. I think Bills Mafia should get ready for the Bills to play in the Super Bowl. Again, maybe I'll do another video on the Rodgers Brady one. That one I feel is tougher because it does need more of a statistical breakdown, and I don't solely want to focus on the analytics in terms of picking that game. I just almost want to watch that game. But if I had to just pick, I mean, a Brady versus Bills Super Bowl, I mean, how much better does it get? This guy dominates the AFC East for 2 decades. He finally leaves, and then guess what? He's here to haunt you again. So if I had to pick, I would love to see that Brady Bills matchup. But regardless, I do think the Buffalo Bills will play either the Tampa Bay Buccaneers or the Green Bay Packers in the Super Bowl. They will defeat the Kansas City Chiefs with or without Patrick Mahomes. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Give the video a like, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you soon with some more content.